So, Kalle again is another hero of mine. I had, if you want to close your mouth and open your ears, that's cool. Nice one, fair play to you. So, Kalle again is another one of my heroes. I've had the pleasure of kind of meeting him through Pierce, who's here this evening, and kind of through this night. And he runs an amazing night himself called the Brown Room Mixtape, which is on this Wednesday, and that's upstairs in the Stag's Head. Do yourselves a favour, go along. There's loads of love, there's loads of energy, and there's loads of talent in the room, so you'll really enjoy it, and you can find them on the internet and all that. But aside from that sort of crap, he's a good guy, and I got to get to know him. We wrote a play together this year, which was a mad experience, and it was a really opening experience, and he let me into a bit of his soul and I let him into a bit of my soul, and it was great. You too as well, you big spat. All with you as well. Yeah. But it was a lovely experience, and through that I feel I've kind of gotten closer to Kalle, and it's great, and I'm really delighted to have him down here this evening. He's a very talented individual and a gentleman, so please give him loads of love and loads of affection. Go and support him in his own endeavours as well. So Kalle Ryan, everybody.
It's really hard because Stephen gives like the most incredible introductions to anything, and you're like, you have to meet that bar up there. So I'll show you my soul tonight, and then we can all agree that it's amazing. I know I think so, and I'm honest too. But okay, so I mean, you're going to hear it all night, but I want to say it anyway. That this night has been incredibly important to me, personally and artistically. Stephen is the gateway to so many things in this city in terms of poetry and art, and it's been hugely important for me to come down here and be able to do poetry and to perform and do silly songs and all the rest of it. And I've lived through so many lifetimes in the time that this show has existed while I've been here. I've had a child, and I've written a play with him and Colm, and I've met wonderful people. So, and we went to New York, for God's sake, to do poems. People paid us to do poetry in this day and age. Like, it's amazing. So, big round of applause again for Stephen, and it'll be not the last. I'm going to do 3 poems tonight, and the first one is about my son, Casper. And actually, I'll just do a quick aside. Myself and Stephen did a gig in Merrion Square last year. It was like a night, and I was outside with Casper playing with him. And we'd just come back from New York, and Casper was like standing at the gate. My son was like 1.5 at the time, and he's playing at the gate. And Stephen's on stage about to do a poem. He goes, "How are you, Casper? How's it going? I went to New York with Casper." 1.5. He's my son. He's cool. Anyway, so this poem is about. This is what poem I wrote for Casper. And there's this moment in your life where you realise your parents actually don't know what they're talking about. I'm sure we've all been there. So instead of waiting for that moment for him to sort of figure it out, I'm just going to feed him with bullshit from the get-go. And he's just never going to have a chance. So this is called 7 Deadly Facts to Confuse Casper. When I was a kid, the internet was in fuzzy black and white, and it used to run on diesel, and we had to wind it up every night before you went to bed. Fact! Fact number 2. When I was a kid, the island of Ireland had this big engine on it just north of Donegal, and it would chug off down to the south coast of France on its holidays every summer. Fact! Fact number 3. When I was a kid in Waterford, everything was made of crystal, which made plumbing really disgusting. Fact! Fact number 4. When I was a kid, if you won the World Cup in footy, you got to keep the other country for 4 years. Thus coining the term getting a Brazilian. Fact! Fact number 5. When I was a kid, everybody could beat up everybody else's father, which led to the infamous father riots of 1978, which resulted in mass patricide at home and abroad. Fact! Fact number 6. Seems seasonally topical. When I was a kid, we used to dress up as tax inspectors at Halloween and fleece our stupid neighbours. Fact number 7. When I was a kid, the most popular drink in Ireland was 1,000,000 pints of whiskey, deep fried with a short film about Phil Lynott projected through the middle of it on the rocks.